What's up? I'm Roy. I play basketball at Stanford and I study computer science here. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time on the court.
Stanford legend, Stanford legend.
The chances of me playing are very low. What's up? I'm Roy. I play basketball at Stanford and I study computer science here. Tonight's senior night and I'm a senior, so yeah, it's probably my last home game at Stanford, and yeah, it should be interesting, hopefully. It actually started as a joke. One of my friends from the area, his name's Kevin. So so I made a shirt one time at Uniqlo of him as like a joke in our friend group, and then he made one of these for some reason, and then he was like, it turned out pretty well, and then he was like, yo, what if I like mass produce these, you know, for senior night? I was like, it's an interesting idea, because like, it's an idea, right? Then he calls me like 2 weeks later, he's like, yo, I have an order of 400 shirts coming for you in the mail, because he asked me for my address like 3 weeks prior, and I gave it to him, but I didn't really know what it was for.
He forced me to smuggle 200 pounds of cotton into the United States. All these shirts that you see in the crowd, that's from me. So he owed me big time.
So then, yeah, my parents got like 4 boxes of shirts just at the front door, like with me on it. And yeah, they were a little confused, but after Kevin explained why, it made a lot more sense. And you know, I'm never gonna wear 400 shirts, and no one's gonna buy these, you know, so
hey,
you don't know that. No one's buying these for sure, so I'm just tossing them out, giving them to whoever wants one, like while supplies last. So yeah, if I have any left, let me know if you want one. Yeah. So we were actually playing in Eastern Washington. They're a great team. I think they're like undefeated in their league right now. But basically, up to that point, I'm a walk-on, by the way. So basically, like in summer, I don't play at all, and like I hadn't scored yet, and I think this was like the first time I got in all season, and I hadn't shot the ball like ever. So
to finish the game, he will remember that for a lifetime. And as we said, he's become a hugely popular, almost a cult figure here at Stanford, both amongst his teammates and amongst the students here.
Yeah, there was like 5 seconds left. The guy missed a free throw. The teammate grabbed the rebound. Like he looked at me in the eye. I looked at him in the eye, and he just threw it to me. And then like 5 seconds left. Just like took one dribble from half court, and I just shot it. You know, if you watch the tape, you can see our head coach. He was going like this, and then yeah, I mean, thankfully I hit the shot, because if I didn't, then it'd be kind of bad, you know. But after I hit the shot, I was like, you know, I might never shoot the ball again, and even if I do, like, I might not make it, right? And ever since I joined the team, I was like, you know, how cool would it be, you know, to do the ice in the vein celebrations that D'Angelo Russell did, but like with rice, because I'm Asian, you know, and I eat a lot of rice. So I don't know, I seized the moment. I'm not proud of it to the coaches that are watching this, but what's done is done. And yes, there were some repercussions, but I think yeah, that was the story behind this moment, at least. I think the worst part is because, like, when I made the shot, I think there were like 2 seconds left on the clock, and instead of running back on defense, I just walked forward, like, towards the camera, because I wanted to make sure that they got a picture, because once again, like, very high chance I might never shoot the ball again, you know. So yeah, it's seize the moment, I guess.
The students want shots from these walk-ons. Keeler finds a shot, and it's good! Keeler Finds a shot. And it's good! How about that?
This is my second shot this season, so I'm 2 for 2 this season. I'm probably never gonna shoot again. Keep it at 100%. To be honest, like I've never seen a crowd that big at like a Stanford game in my time here. But obviously, like with Bronny, like everyone knows who he is. He's a great player, like amazing athlete. Everyone wanted to come see him play. That was a big reason why like the arena was filled. And yeah, I mean, I'm always every game like I head into, like I always think we're gonna win, but like winning by 30, you can never really predict that. And yeah, I mean, I got some run at the end, surprisingly. And I caught the ball, I actually caught the ball like a little bit further at first, and then I don't know why, like Bronny was guarding me, but probably the like smallest guy out there. Yeah. And yeah, I was at like half court, he was coming up, and I was like, you know, there's no way I'm gonna like dribble or something, dribble off my foot, get picked by him, and he's gonna go down for like a windmill dunk or something, you know. So I just threw it up and ran to the corner because that's where a lot of my game is. Yeah. And then yeah, our point guard Benny, he made a good play. He drove in, and then he kicked it out. And luckily I made the shot, because if I didn't, that'd be a little bit disappointing. But yeah, it was essentially just like a wide open shot, like just a regular catch and shoot, nothing special. It just happened to be like a lot of people at the venue. It was like a hype game and everything, and I really score, so yeah. I think that's why it was like a special moment. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time on the court. Ever since I was a kid, I just take photos because I feel like just standing there awkwardly with your hands by your side is, yeah, kind of weird or like awkward or whatever. So I usually just flash like a thumbs up. I've been doing this for years, and I did it when I came to Stanford too, and everyone thought it was like weird or whatever. Yeah. And then they kept asking me about it, and I was like, and then eventually, like our staff and players, they talked to me. They're like, oh, if you ever hit a 3 again, right, you gotta like flash the thumbs up instead of, what's it called, like running towards the camera, like what I did at Eastern Washington, right? Because that's not something I should be proud of. Yeah. But they were like, yeah, you should just like flash the thumbs up or something, like do something that's a bit more, like less flashy or whatever, right? So I was like, all right, bet. Because in my mind fully, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna score again. But then it happened, and then I don't know, I just thought about that, and yeah, I just ran back, a little thumbs up, and the coaches were much happier with this one instead of the other one. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's super humbling. I don't think like anything I've done up to this point is like special by any means. I appreciate anyone who like reaches out or asks me about like whatever advice. I try to respond to everyone who reaches out, and yeah, if they ask for advice, I give them whatever like wisdom, if you can even call it, that I have. But I think yeah, for myself, it's been super humbling just having people, I guess, come into the games, like watching the team, like talking to me after, and it's been a great experience overall. I think, yeah, I was in their shoes like not too long ago, and sort of, yeah, just having the like opportunity to like talk to like kids in the community, you know, who kind of remind me of who I was in high school is a great opportunity for me. It's something like I enjoy to do. My boy Richard, he's a great player. He played at Caltech, and so I've been wanting to do a video with him, like a basketball video with him for like the longest time. But just because I wanted to like try out YouTube, not for like anything, just because I thought it would be like fun, you know. And we eventually set up a date, and my friend, his name's Rick, he has a YouTube channel of his own. He had a camera he wanted to test out. So he's like, yo, can I like come film you or whatever, which is why like in my first video, we were trying all the angles and whatever. So to be honest, my first video was just like, it wasn't even about like us playing really. It was more so about Rick getting the camera work done. Yeah. And yeah, he filmed it. I uploaded. I'm like, maybe like 1,000 people, 2,000 people are gonna watch this, right? And I checked back in like a week, and the numbers are much higher than I thought. Yeah. Which was like surprising because I basically like I just put the video in like raw. And the most I did was like speed up some parts. So that caught me off guard. And then I've like watched YouTube like basketball all the time, like Cash Nasty, like Flight Reacts, obviously Kenny Chow, and I thought like, oh, it'd be like really cool to play him one day. But obviously at this point, I had like 200 subscribers maybe, like pretty much a no-name channel or something, right? Like I'm just doing this for fun. And then I remember we were at a tournament for basketball, and I was scrolling through my phone, and I got a message from Kenny Chow actually, and I was like, oh wow, like very surprising, because I was planning on DMing him maybe in like a few months to ask him to play once I don't know, if like my channel became like a little bit more relevant, right? Because I thought he was just way too like big time for me. Now obviously my message would get lost, right? But he reached out, he was like, yeah, we should play ones. And then eventually we set it up, got to play him and like meet him a little bit. He's super cool guy, super chill, super humble. And from that, he connected with me with Cash, because I think Cash reacted to the video. And then just like very, very like short notice, like we played. And yeah, he's a great player. Top of the key is quite unstoppable if you ask me. Yeah. And hopefully, like I started YouTube as a joke, and I don't plan on really like doing it in the future, just like for fun. But I started because I wanted to play Flight Reacts, and I mean Flight reacted to this most recent video, so hopefully I can play him in June or something. How did basketball come into my life? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like growing up as a kid, I was like pretty chubby, so I played like a lot of random sports, and yeah, the weight never really went away. But my parents signed me up for like this camp at the YMCA, and I've never sweat that much like in my life. Like that week was the most I've sweat like in my life. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with basketball, like strictly for weight loss purposes. And like the weight did go down, but then I eventually like started liking the sport more and more. And I thought, yeah, I had goals of playing like Division I basketball, so I stuck with it, and yeah, just worked at it. But that's sort of like how I started basketball. Kind of a little bit unconventional, I think, but it's a good motivator for me. Prior from St. Francis, I went to Harker High School, known as a very like cutthroat academic environment. They send like 10 kids to like Stanford every year. So yeah, just being there, I played varsity my first year, led the team in scoring. I think I was like top 3 in the league on varsity in scoring as a freshman. So after 1 year, like the school's a great school. They have like great athletics and academics are unmatched, but I kind of just wanted to play more like a higher level, because my goal was to get recruited, and I wasn't super sure like how recruiters would feel about me playing at a level that wasn't as high as like Midi, like St. Francis, Bellarmine, you know. So I ended up transferring to St. Francis since I thought that was the best fit for me. And sophomore year, I got a little bit of run, but not too much run, because it's just with transfer rules, it's kind of hard to get like into like the groove of things. But we made like NorCal States that year. Junior year, I was like fully cleared and everything, and yeah, it was a good year. We played some like really good teams. I ended up breaking our league's 3-point record, which is a big step for me, because I remember sophomore year, the very first shot I ever took in a game went out the side of the backboard, and it was kind of bad. Yeah. But yeah, my coaches and teammates called me side backboard for the rest of the year. So I was like, you know, I really got to redeem myself junior year. Yeah. And yeah, breaking the 3-point record helped a little bit. And then senior year was kind of weird, because I played like in the preseason and the postseason a lot, but in season I was kind of like on and off, just because I had like some lower back injuries. Yeah. To anyone watching this, don't ever do like deadlifts with bad form, because yeah, because I was like, yeah, you know, the more you lift, like the stronger you're gonna get, the higher you're gonna jump, you know. But then I had like the worst form imaginable to mankind. Yeah. So yeah, my back was kind of like messed up. So just like throughout season, didn't have like too many opportunities to play. But then kind of like once I recovered in the postseason, like I was putting up some good numbers, but it was too late at that point. And then I kind of just went like unrecruited out of college. Yeah, I had like a few D3s, like some like small D2s, kind of like just in the middle of nowhere. and like maybe a few like very, very low D1s where it's like, oh, we can, like you might be able to like walk on here or whatever, stuff like that. But I don't think like basketball for me, I really thought of it as a career option coming out of high school, especially going unrecruited and everything. So academically was always like one of the most important things for me, you know, growing up in an Asian household. I can only play basketball if like my grades are straight, you know. I look up like Jeremy Lin a lot, Yao Ming, Yi Jianlian, Zhou Qi, the Mount Rushmore of Asian basketball players. But yeah, just coming out of high school, like unrecruited, and to be honest, the only school who really gave me a chance was MIT. And looking back, I like their staff a lot, I like their school. They got one of the like most high character coaches I've ever met. But I ended up not taking that route just because, like, growing up in the Bay Area, I always wanted to apply to Stanford and like go to school here, play basketball here. That was kind of like my goal as a kid. And yeah, I think even if I got into MIT, which for D3s is nothing's guaranteed. It's just like there's a better chance you'll get in, but nothing's guaranteed, right? So it's because I didn't really have that guarantee, and in the back of my mind, I always knew like if I didn't apply to Stanford early and got into MIT, then there's always going to be a big what if in the back of my mind. So I don't want to settle for something that's good over something that could have been great, you know? And yeah, I mean, I ended up not getting into Stanford out of high school. So I went to the University of Washington in Seattle. Yeah, University of Washington in Seattle for my first year because my best friend went there. They have a pretty solid like computer science program. And yeah, my first year there, I just tried to transfer. I was like, you know,
You weren't affiliated with basketball?
I wasn't affiliated because, yeah, first year I was just trying to get my grades right because it was like college and everything. Wanted to transfer out also. So yeah, at that point I was like, if I don't get in this time, then I'll try for like the UW team, but also like no guarantees there. I don't know how their team works, but in the back of my mind, I always wanted to like go to Stanford. So as long as I could try, I would always try, you know, until I graduate at least. Wasn't too happy with my high school essays, and I felt like applying to computer science, having never coded before, you're not really setting yourself up for success. So having a little bit more background after 1 year at UW, but yeah, after having a year of experience helped a lot. I think I had to solidify my essays, and yeah, I think I just got super lucky, to be honest, and then ended up enrolling here my sophomore year, and it's been a great experience ever since. Yeah, I originally was a student manager, so I knew one of our coaches from high school, Coach Pruitt, great guy, super high character individual. And he mentioned, I remember the elite camp that I went to, I wasn't recruited or anything, but conversations about being a walk-on did arise. I think he did have this conversation with multiple people, so it's not like just myself. But then essentially it's like, the conversation was kind of steered towards like, oh, you have to get into the school first, and then like we can see about that process, you know, which like makes sense because I mean, like walk-ons aren't scholarship. There's no like really help to get them in, and I mean it's a good way. I mean, for a lot of kids, like getting into the school is the hardest part. So I think that conversation wasn't revisited for most people. But yeah, after I got in, the first person I texted, like 10 minutes after I got in, was him. And he actually replied to me, so I'm very grateful for that. Mentioned like it's COVID right now, so there's not really any opportunities to get involved. Like not even our head manager can get involved. And I think for myself, like I kind of knew, I was like, there's no way they're just gonna give me a walk-on position like if I asked for it. Like that doesn't make sense. Like one, I don't really like look the part. I wasn't like a highly rated player either. And like they'd never really seen me like play too much except for like at the camp and maybe some high school highlights, which is like just not enough, right? So he was like, I don't want to like completely shoot you down because like I don't really like know your game or whatever, but there's like no guarantees, and you can start as a manager once like COVID is like done or whatever, but there's no guarantees from there. And then being a manager is tough. Like, I really respect all the student managers out there, especially our managers too, because you're giving up a lot of your time to like rebound for people, like wipe up their sweat, stuff like that. So I really admire them. But I started as a manager my junior year, and then kind of just did managing for a year. But through that, I got to meet our head coach, Coach Has. Also, like, probably one of the best people I've ever met. I have nothing but respect for him. And yeah, the conversation, I was like very straightforward with him. I was like, you know, I want to be a walk-on. I know, like, I don't know what you're looking for, but I'm like, if there's any opportunities to like walk on, like I'll be around here. And he's like, okay, like that's fine. But once I got involved with the team as a manager, I started getting to know the guys more on the team, having the opportunity to play pickup with them a little bit, like once in a while, like shoot around, work out, so they could kind of like see that I could shoot a little bit. And from there, they kind of realized my strengths and weaknesses. And just after like a year of back and forth, the like Coach Has finally gave me the okay, and he's like, oh, I think you could help us out in these ways. It's very straightforward. He never said anything he never promised me anything that he couldn't deliver. He's always very honest with me, which I really appreciate. And I think he's a big reason why I even went through like with this process, fully knowing that I could have gained nothing from the process beyond just being a manager. But he told me like, oh, you can probably help us out in these ways. And yeah, I want this like to happen for you. I think somewhere before my senior year started. And then after like all the forms were filled with administration and compliance, all of that, I joined the team in like the middle of the season, in like December, I think. It was a bit late, but I mean, at that point, I didn't really care. Like, I got a jersey and stuff, so I was like, oh yeah, this is worth it. But yeah, he told me, the coach actually told me, because I was bothering him every single week about it. He actually told me, I think there were like 4 opportunities or whatever, but it's because like there were no roster spots or something. I think he told me 3 or 4 times that it's probably not gonna work out, like 99% chance that you won't be able to walk on just because like roster spots, like we got a 4-star, 5-star coming in, which makes sense. Like, take a 5-star over me, I won't be too upset about that. But in the back of my mind, I kind of knew like I might as well try until the very end, until I graduate, because if I don't, then there's always going to be like a big what if in your mind, you know. So stuck with it. Glad I did, because yeah, more opportunities arise where I could just play with the team and they kind of see like the strengths of my game. And that's how I did. And yeah, I think I'm glad it worked out, but I also think luck was a big factor. So yeah, very, very thankful for that. I think playing at this level might be an overstatement because I don't really play. But I don't know, I see myself as like a very like regular individual. I don't know if anything I did was like very special, but if my example were to motivate any individual, then I guess I would try my best to like live up to their expectations. The other day I actually found out that YouTube has analytics, right? Yeah. And clicking on my analytics, I saw that my viewership was 99.3% male. So usually like middle schoolers, like high school boys who all play like basketball, some like college hoopers once in a while reach out. But yeah, that's kind of like the interactions I have. It's pretty funny. Usually they know like what I represent. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. I'm not going out here being like, oh yeah, I'm a starter, I'm averaging 20. It's like I kind of embrace the walk-on, don't really play like mentality, which I think is good. I don't think you should try to be anyone that you're not. But most of my interactions have been like friendly. I think all the people who've come up to me have been like very respectful, like funny dudes, just looking for like a picture or something. So nothing out of the ordinary, I'd say. I usually wake up around like 8 or 9, depending how I sleep, because some days I sleep pretty late, because I also have class in the morning at 9:30, which is attendance based. Otherwise I probably wouldn't go. But usually I would wake up around then, get some work done before class, and then after class I would just work until practice, after practice, work until like 5, 6 p.m. maybe, and then if I don't have too much, maybe go shoot around with like some friends, get some dinner with some friends, and then after I get back to the dorm, it's just like work the rest of the day. Once in a while, like maybe once or twice every 2 weeks, I might be able to do something fun on the weekends, like go watch a movie or something, like go eat in SF, like something like that. But to be honest, my life is pretty straightforward. I'm in my room a lot just doing work. And yeah, I don't know, I want to keep my grades high, you know? So I think it's a must, because I don't think I'm like the smartest guy either, so I have to put in a lot of time to kind of like review these subjects that might come naturally to more people. But I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think computer science is cool. So it's at least interesting to me, like while I'm putting this time in. I've been trying to finalize like my plans after, but I haven't applied anywhere yet or really looked, just because I wanted to focus on the season, help the team in whatever way I can. And then after that, kind of just lock in on like the recruiting process or something, just because I think for myself, I'm just better at handling one thing at a time rather than like multiple things. Yeah, my friend made a particle, and he was like, yeah, we should get tickets for like, or you should get like tickets for people, because I think it is like our last game, and a lot of my friends have been hitting me up like throughout the year because they wanted to come to games. So back in so basically I got around like 400 tickets, 400 shirts, just because in high school I started this nonprofit, basically just like teaches kids like basketball, holds camps for them or whatever. They've grown pretty big now. I think they're like 10 to 20 teams. And then I was able to, I think it started as Bay Area Basketball Academy, but then I think it got rebranded because I don't really like run anymore. But yeah, I was able to register that nonprofit up with our athletics department, and then we were basically able to get a bunch of like free tickets and like tickets at a very like discounted price, so nothing like towards what you originally would pay. And my goal is kind of just like get those kids that I used to like tutor, or like mentor in basketball out to the game, because Stanford basketball games are fun, so getting them out would be cool. And then just getting like a bunch of my friends and people who have wanted to come to the game out, like just for free. I think that also would help us because it would fill up the crowd. Sometimes our crowd isn't like the loudest, so having people really is like a difference like for us. And beyond that, I had a few extra tickets left, so I was like, oh, might as well just like give them out, you know? Yeah. So I just posted on my story. I got a little bit oversubscribed, to my surprise. I honestly didn't think like many people would swipe up. How many people? I think I had to cap it at like 250 because I only had 200 left. But ended up
random people that you don't know?
Mostly like, it's like a mix, but there's a good amount of like random people. For myself and the other seniors, I think just having like a memorable experience for our last game here, especially because we're playing Cal also. It's a game that we really would like to win, and with a larger crowd, we would play better. I think just with those things in mind, I wanted to do something fun for the game, you know, instead of it just having it be like a generic, like regular game. I wanted to kind of go all out for this one. Myself, I would never wear this in public. I don't know why anyone would either, but maybe for like one, I think it would just be funny, you know, because the chances of, I'm not gonna wear it, maybe they might, but the chances of me playing are very low, but hopefully it gets everyone like spirited and energized enough so that we'll play a good game. I could really care less whether I play or not this game, but just really hoping to get the win. Don't give up, keep working hard, and be consistent, because nothing I ever did was that special. I just kept at it, and I think with enough time, anything you do, like, you'll be good at. So just, yeah, keep working hard.
Hi, you guys just talking to it? So one time I saw Roy at the gym, and he was doing dumbbell bench with like 400s, and then I messed up a rep, but he came over and saved me, and then he like saved a bunch of cats from like a burning building. It's true, bro. It was yesterday.
What's up, man?
Yeah, what do you have peace on Roy? What do you got to say about him?
He's a good friend of mine, but he forced me to smuggle 200 pounds of cotton into the United States. All these shirts that you see in the crowd, that's from me. So he owed me big time. I need a solid 15 points. Yeah, 15 points, that's doable. That's only 5 threes. Yeah, just give my man 3 minutes.
I've been a fan of Roy since day one, and then I didn't have the opportunity to see him play, and then against UNC, drops an absolute banger of a three on Bronny, of all people. Stanford legend. Stanford legend.
Hey, I'm one of the managers for the basketball team. I chose to watch this game rather than work it, and I be rebounding for Roy. And I tell you, I just got to stand under the basket. He does not miss. So put him in the game, let him shoot. What's the most I've seen him make? Oh, I would say, maybe like 15 in a row, 20 threes. I don't know, because when he's on, you know? So tonight, when he gets the minutes, be ready to see that shot, and I swear he going to hit it. Watch. Oh, the thumbs up. The thumbs up. He made that his. I'm ready to see it. You know, last time it happened, I was recording. I was right there wiping, but I saw him do that. I like the thumbs up, and he's just nonchalant about it. That's the best thing.
leaders of industry, leaders of families, and leaders in so many different ways. And I can say with a great deal of conviction that I will be watching them, hopefully talking to them with a great deal of pride, knowing that they've grown into unbelievable people, and hopefully the experience at Stanford was a foundation to build on. I wish them nothing but the best. Super excited for today, also super excited for the future, for a group that has been true to me.
Our first honoree is our next student athlete is number 4, a computer science major from Stanford.
double WeChat.
With the hands. Roy, how'd you get to Stanford? What's your GPA?
High school?
Yeah.
Like a 4 or 5.
Damn, shit. Oh my God.
Hey, we all gonna go too.
I can't give you the jersey. I'll give you my socks. I can't give you anything. I need these like for the next game. That's the thing.
Roy, these are Chinese for the fans.
I'm a big fan.
I appreciate it. Big fan.
What do you think?
I love you, dude. You're my idol, bro. My dream.
Right, go.
I need the next game.
Thank you. Get in there.
This video.
I need this for my vlog later. I need this for my vlog later. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Why are you so weird?
Nah, bro, you weird, bro.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Thank you, Roy.
You met at Wilbur. Yeah. It's really good to say. I have your cutout. Can I grab a picture?
I'm gonna save you for that. No, because your dad's over there. So do it, man. Do it. You gotta do it, man.
Oh, really? Yo, can I connect with you on LinkedIn? Alright, bet. Hey, my name's Andrew. If you see
Put in there. Too many dabs, Rick. Legend. Hey. I was legend.
Fueled by alchemy
Fueled by
peppers,
alchemy
of course.
peppers.
Oh yeah.
Hey, shout out
I don't think you
alchemy
can say
peppers.
that in here.
Alchemy peppers.
You have to block out the like.
Alchemy peppers.
Yeah, there we go.
Good seeing you, dude. Good seeing you.
Since when were you a driver, bro?
Bro, they didn't let me shoot.
All those moves, man. Hezzy, man. Shit.
You do it. USC? Appreciate you. You're the man. I appreciate you. Subscribe, Roy.
Do you mind taking the photo? Thank you. That's your friend. This is the guy that... Yeah, not in HD, not in 4K, not in 4K, not in 4K.
He's mic'd up.
What the heck?
you had to take it. It's missing. I guarantee. And you got both options.
People say, why is he counting?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, go.
Go, sister.
Roy.
No, you can't go, sister. I probably could be able to take that time. Just the cost.
And then right here, and then one more way. Okay, again like this. Go ahead, and then right here. Show the jersey.
Give me the Sharpie, Roy.
Show the jersey. No, in reverse. You gotta show the last thing, man. All right, go. All right, we're good. Thank you so much. Freaking love you so much, man.
Hey, check it out.
I'm just glad we won, Glad we won. Crowd helped a lot, and yeah, that was it. I think everyone played well. Everyone got some runs, so. Yeah. Shout out AMAZN HQ.